Here, after watching the Doomsday trailer, we're now watching the MCU.
I saw that you're doing an MCU rewatch podcast,
and it's freaking fun, man.
Where are you at right now?
I am at. We have to watch the Avengers. That's our next one.
Okay.
And I'm just like, all I can think of when I'm watching it. Well, not all I can think of, but I do compare DCU, and I'm like, okay, well,
the old MCU slaps.
Man, it just you watch it.
Even
you go,
the worst stuff
you
is
watch
better
it
than
and you go, I understand why you made it to Endgame and are still going now.
Yep,
I get it because Iron Man 1's great.
Mm-hmm.
Iron Man 2
is decent.
It's not great, but it's not bad. It's a good movie. It's a good movie.
It's not bad by any means.
Because the character's great and the story is interesting. The villain is pretty. The villain is probably the weaker part of, I think, of Iron Man 2.
Oh yeah,
the Whiplash and with the Hammer Industries, the villain's weak, but Tony Stark's so freaking awesome and Iron Man's so great.
Here's a good way to put it: would you rather take Iron Man 2 or Batman v Superman?
Iron Man 2.
And there you go.
And what I love about it, what's crazy, Iron Man 1 end credit scene, Nick Fury, Avengers Initiative.
Yep.
Oh, well, now we know where we're going. And then what does Iron Man 2 do? It brings in.
And then you go to the Hulk movie.
Well, and then Iron Man 1 had Coulson.
Yep. And even in the Hulk movie.
We skipped over Hulk.
But the end credit scene of the Hulk is Tony Stark showing up and saying, hey, Avengers.
Yeah.
And it's like, damn.
It's. And then Iron Man 2, you've got Scarlett Johansson, baby.
Yep. She's already in it. Hawkeye's in Thor.
And then
Coulson's in
Thor.
my
Gosh. Iron Man 2, you have the shield, you have Black Widow, you have more shield. And then Thor, I think Thor for me is like, I don't know, because when
it's the weakest of the original.
But what's weird for
trilogy.
me is I looked back on because I rewatched Thor. I rewatched Thor. I don't even know, forever ago when I thought I was going to try to do this last time, probably 5-6 years ago.
Yeah.
And rewatch it. And, I was like, okay, I'm kind of just ready to like get through it. It's like kind of dragging on him not being Thor. When I watched it at the time, and then the end wraps, I'm like, yeah, Thor. Woo. But this time I watched it, I'm like, I enjoyed watching this movie. Like,
yeah, it's still decent.
To me, Iron Man 2, Thor, and Captain America First Avenger, if you're doing like a tier list, they'd all be on the same level.
Yep.
Just like you'd put like whichever one you liked most in front.
Yep. Agreed.
And you know what I thought listening to? I'm like, what's great about it? The soundtrack is actually like, you feel like the Asgard. That world you can feel in the soundtrack, and each one of these freaking movies develops the character so well.
Yep.
Because Iron Man 1, rich playboy millionaire doesn't give a frick about anything. Wait, this company's a
character
lie.
arc.
It's a freaking lie.
Yep.
And then Iron Man 2 is him thinking he's gonna die. I don't care anymore. I'm just gonna do whatever. So he has a slightly weaker story to me in that one, but it's still learning to like.
Yeah, it's consistent.
Let others in.
Yeah,
learning to let others in.
It continues the character arc set before.
And then you go to and not to mention all the shield stuff that's slowly being introduced. You go to Thor, and I love Thor's because he is this arrogant. I'm gonna be king. Let's kill people. Woo! I'm Thor. He loves himself.
Yeah,
and he gets humbled to the lowest level.
Yep.
And has to realize, wait, I'm wrong. And then what I even love more is by the end, obviously he becomes worthy again.
Yeah.
And like the freaking Odin whispering and him.
That movie has its moments. It really does.
There's no MCU character that gives me more goosebumps than Thor.
Interesting.
When Thor has freaking cool moments,
that's
it's like,
fair.
Whoa, that was freaking awesome.
That's fair.
When
Thor shows up in Infinity War.
That's the most goosebump moment I have in my entire life.
Yeah.
That moment
when him and Rocket come out of space.
Like, and even in Thor 1, he's freaking getting killed by the destroyer, but he's like, thinking about others and saving lives, and is much more defensive than attackive. And he's like, I'm not, that's not who I am. And he's just worried about others. And now he's worthy and he's getting beat up, and you cut back to freaking Odin whispering because he's like dead. He's like pretty much dead. Whoever shall hold this hammer, it's worthy of it. Whatever.
Yeah.
The power of Thor, and you're like, oh, and the hammer starts moving and it flies, and all of a sudden the freaking hand catches it, and it's like all his freaking armor comes back on. It's like, and his armor looks awesome.
Yeah.
It's freaking great. And I'm like, this is great.
Yeah,
and it's great introduction to Loki.
Yep.
And Asgard's cool, and freaking Heimdall's cool. And I'm like, this is awesome. And the soundtrack's great. And not to mention Coulson, Hawkeye, whatever.
Yeah.
And at the end, they introduced the freaking Tesseract. And
Yep.
every end credit scene was like, holy frick. It all makes sense when you get to Avengers.
But that's the other thing, right? Again, going back to the build up to Avengers, right? Black Widow was introduced in Iron Man 2. Hawkeye was in Thor.
Coulson's in 1.
The
Fury's in 1.
The Tesseract and Loki were there from the very beginning.
From Thor. Then they
Tesseract was in Captain America, which came out before Thor.
No, Thor was before Captain America.
But was it?
Yeah, I think so. Unless we screwed that up. But I have to still
Either way, the Tesseract was in multiple things. And Loki was in multiple things.
Because I think they introduced the Tesseract in Thor's end credit scene. And then in Captain America,
you're right.
Yep. Actually what it does and whatever.
Yeah.
And so...
But it all sets of Avengers. Everything sets of Avengers.
It's the Marvel formula that makes it so great.
Yeah.
And then you get to Captain America, and it's like...
That movie holds up.
I love Captain America. I mean,
There's a nostalgia element to that, because that movie was one of the few DVDs we had on every vacation in the car.
Yeah.
The little TVs in the car.
And what's crazy
I watched that movie 2000. Same thing with Thor 1 and Captain America. And I've watched them billions of times.
I don't think I watched any Phase 1 Marvel movie. I know I saw Incredible Hulk in theaters.
Not in theaters.
But I don't remember seeing it in theaters because we were freaking 6 or something.
I remember seeing Avengers in theaters, but that was the first Marvel movie that I remember.
And I know I saw Avengers. I don't remember the experience, but I remember watching it in theaters. I think maybe Avengers was the one I saw in theaters, but I have no memory of me going into movies. The earliest memory is Age of Ultron for me.
Okay.
That's probably the earliest, because I remember getting there.
Yeah.
Before I even understood what was going on with Marvel. I've seen the movies, but I get there like at the movie time at Starplex. And we show up, and it's like me and my dad. Maybe it's somebody, I don't even remember.
I can't remember which movie was the first one.
Every seat was packed. So we sat the front row.
That's fun.
And it was like, all right, well, this is where we're sitting. And that's how I remember.
I just remember this was our moment. Civil War is the
Civil
movie
War is the turning, like,
that's the moment that I remember being like, this is the coolest thing ever.
Because I mean, at that point, I was already hyped about Marvel.
Like, that was the one that I remember.
But Civil War goes, whoa.
That was the one we were like. I think that was around the time where both of us were like you said, we had watched some of these movies on like DVD.
Yeah.
But like not in theaters.
None of Phase 1.
None of Phase 1 in theaters.
I saw DVD.
But then I finally caught up to it, and we were just like, oh, this is time. And I was Phase 2 and then Phase 3, and just like, damn.
So then Captain America we watch, and I mean,
the movie's excellent.
It's amazing. Steve Rogers is the most likable freaking character, and that's what he is for the entirety of the MCU. Is he is just like the original hero.
Yes,
he's a hero, and that's what he is.
Yep.
And it's just
so that movie though.
You cheer for him, and
it feels World War II propaganda, but in a good way.
Well, that's like almost It's
the
like
directing is really solid. The theming of it's surprisingly good. The effects still hold up, which is crazy. The fact that the young Steve CGI still works.
Yeah, I mean, you could definitely tell. It's like that's kind of weird, but it doesn't really.
It doesn't take you out.
It's only really weird, I think, because we know what Steve actually looks like. Like I think if you took someone and just watched that and didn't tell them anything, holds up. They probably wouldn't even notice.
All the CG in Phase 1, 2, and 3 holds. Well, Phase 1 holds up,
and
maybe they've remastered it. And I don't know, but
and you can tell he's a charming character. You introduce him and Bucky's friendship, which now means something completely different.
Yep.
Because it's like, oh, that's Winter Soldier. That's freaking, the dude who goes to Wakanda. And and now it's freaking Senator or whatever he is, But it's like, that's Winter Soldier. And you don't know, and then you get introduced to Hydra.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, every one of these movies has its fingers in everything that comes after it. And it's freaking crazy.
Yeah.
And Peggy's great.
Mm-hmm.
Howard Stark's in it.
Yep. He's really
young
good.
Howard Stark's in it, and
Actor 1 of 2.
oh man, it's so good. And
The
then,
one time we see that actor, sadly. I think
'cause
actually,
they don't do anything younger.
they do a lot of young Howard Stark, but he's played by the actor who plays him in Iron Man 2. When he shows
the
up
older guy.
when he shows up in Ant-Man and Infinity War and Endgame and all that stuff,
it's
that
dude
Iron
from
Man guy.
2.
But the funny thing is, the Captain America guy, I believe, was also in the Peggy Carter TV show.
But
and that's the only things he's in.
But
he's very good.
He's good. I
excellent.
mean, it's Howard Stark, and it's like, wow, there's Howard Stark. And at this point, if you've not read a comic book and you've just watched these movies, it's like, hey, Howard Stark.
And again, everything comes back, right? I'm going back, not to tie back too much to Civil War. The line, "My father made that shield." Fuck.
Yeah.
Damn, that was the first Cap movie. It's still relevant.
And then and then how much more does freaking Red Skull going into the who knows where from the Tesseract?
Yep.
Oh, I know where it goes now. You know, and it's like
I think that was something that was very much that was not their plan.
Oh, that's just hey.
I was like, hey, we have an opportunity.
Would work right here.
Ooh, cool
but
opportunity for a cameo.
It's just, that's super cool, and I do actually think watching it, like, the third act, when he's, it's fine.
It's fine.
The first two acts are actually the part I like the most.
Yes, the third act is not as
from
good.
the beginning of it to when he rescues the prisoners for the first time.
Yes.
That I'm like,
that's like A+ tier.
Yes, and then it just kind of becomes this basic.
Yeah,
he's going around beating up the Nazis.
It's good.
And
the fights are good, but it's not as interesting as the rest.
I mean, another interesting part that comes back, and Winter Soldier is one of those movies that I have not seen enough, so it's one I'm really excited to watch.
Mm-hmm.
The freaking scientist dude.
Yeah, Zola.
Zola comes back. I know.
That's a good reference. Yeah.
And so it's like, wow, this is just unbelievable. And the Shield versus Hydra stuff, and I mean, there's just so much in there that's like blows your mind. And then of course, the super soldier stuff is just such a constant thing that's in the back.
Yeah.
In the Marvel universe. But
that's the thing.
And they've casted Steve Rogers perfect. I mean, he is.
Yeah. You
just cheer for him, and watching him become the little guy.
Yeah.
And then the little lines that come back. I can do this all day, and him and Bucky's stuff.
That movie is surprisingly pivotal to what comes later.
Yet, yeah, it's just so. I mean,
it feels so. If
Acts 1 and 2,
you think it would be very disconnected, given that it's like a time period piece. Man, I mean, I guess part of it's in Captain America movies, which is fair.
Yeah.
But that movie really does come back in so many ways.
I mean, the fact that we're looking at it's crazy because at this point, I mean, by the end of Avengers 1, Thanos is introduced as well. Yep. But Phase 1, like, you already have an Infinity Stone.
Yeah.
We have our first, which we don't even realize is an Infinity Stone.
We have 2. In Avengers, we have 2 Infinity Stones.
Because the other one's in the Scepter.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Because then it goes into Visions for him.
Yep.
Yeah. You have 2 Infinity Stones. You've introduced S.H.I.E.L.D. You've introduced Hydra. You've introduced other characters that are going to show up again. Red Skull, Zola, all the Thor stuff.
Yep.
I mean, obviously the Iron Man tech matters.
Yeah.
And I mean, what's crazy, Jarvis.
Yep.
Becomes freaking Vision.
Yep.
Like,
everything matters.
It blows my mind. When I'm watching them, I'm like, wow, one, you just have a great time watching them.
Yep.
And then watching it through as people who've seen everything, it's like, wow.
You notice things the second and third times.
This thing is going to freaking, wow, look at this. Look how early this was, you know?
Yeah, going back and watching a lot of the old.
And that's
we need to do
cool
more
part.
Of this stuff because I saw that you did a podcast about Iron Man 1. We should do. I don't know if you're going to be watching all the movies with Sierra, which is fair.
But we can talk about them.
But I mean, we should. I don't know if we should do it. I don't know if I'm. It might be a lot to do an individual review for every movie.
Like a phase review.
Do like a phase
well,
1.
This is kind of our phase 1.
This is kind of phase 1.
Yeah. So we'll get like phase 2.
We can do phase 2.
When does phase 2 end?
So I don't know. I think so. If
Civil War feels like an end of
it feels like it is. I don't think it is, but I think it's like technically something afterwards. Like
when I watched,
but I'm pretty sure
I
it's
want to
Civil
kind of
War.
tier list them. But
that's what I'm saying. I think we should do a tier list for phases.
I
think we,
and then keep adding to it maybe as we do phase 2, phase 3.
Yep.
Like yeah,
but yeah, if I were to guess, phase 1, and I know it's not exactly this because I don't know.
Does phase 1 technically end at Iron Man 3?
I think it and technically ends at Iron Man 3.
Okay.
If I were to look back on it, just like how phase 3 technically ends with Spider-Man 2 or something. It really is. Phase 1 ends with Avengers. Phase 2 ends with Civil War, and Phase 3 ends with Endgame.
Yeah,
because it really everything does revolve around those Avengers movies.
Yeah,
it has the Guardians there, Ant-Man's there. It's building up to Avengers 1, and then building up through Avengers 2, through Avengers 2.5, aka Civil War, and then the next 2 Avengers movies.
Yeah,
it's part 1 Avengers, part 2A, 2B Avengers. Part 3A, 3B.
Yeah. It's just I would love to know like how early in this process, because obviously they knew where they were going.
Yeah, at least
decently.
enough. Yeah,
like I would love to know how much really was understood as like, hey, we're gonna bring that back and we're gonna do this.
I feel like
I would love to know how much.
I feel like so it had to have just been pure luck.
Oh, yeah, there's
so much of it.
But I mean, it's clear from phase 1, all of that was.
Yes.
I think phase 1 and phase 2,
yes,
were very much planned out.
All the big beats were planned out for sure.
Like
I think the broad strokes of everything was planned out.
Yeah, I mean, they knew from the beginning they were doing Avengers, and they knew they were going to do
Thanos at some point.
And I even think they knew by the time you're doing Age of Ultron, you kind of have to know that you're doing.
Yeah.
Civil War. Yes.
Well, those were back-to-back movies, remember?
Were they back-to-back?
Yeah, they were back-to-back.
Because, I mean, that whole final act of Age of Ultron is what's used as part of the reason Civil War. The whatever accords need to be.
Yep.
Well, and I can't wait to get Civil War 2, because then we're introducing Black Panther.
That movie...
And Black Panther
rewatching
has a perfect introduction.
I've always said Civil War is the best MCU movie. I used to think it was cliche until I rewatched it. It still is.
I mean, Ant-Man's in it, and it also has one of the biggest.
It has some of the best writing. It has, like you said, it's in my opinion, well, I think it's the best Avengers movie. Infinity War and Avengers 1 come really close. But that movie, like you said, it has some of the best writing of the team movies.
Yeah.
Has the best character arcs.
Yeah. Has
like a compelling argument for Tony and a compelling argument for Steve, and introduces Black Panther and Ant-Man and Vision. Well, Vision's introduced, but yeah, it's like it sets everything up. It's like it brings everybody in. And Spider-Man.
Yep, Spider-Man's brought in.
Spider-Man was cast for that movie. Black Panther was cast for that movie. Ant-Man's brought in. That movie does so much, and it never feels bloated, and the writing feels like a Christopher Nolan movie from the very beginning.
Well, and the interesting part about it is you almost don't even realize, wow, after Civil War, we don't see freaking Captain America
till Infinity War.
Yeah, he's just out on the run.
Yep, you don't see Iron Man until Infinity War either. Or do we? Is there a Spider-Man movie? No, because Spider-Man 2 takes place after Infinity War Endgame, right? Right? Mm-hmm. Tony is dead in the second movie, right? Or is that the third movie? I literally just watched these
I think Spider-Man 2 comes out directly after Endgame.
You're right, you're right. Spider-Man, because Spider-Man 2...
Because some of the dudes are like older in it, and it's like one of the jokes in it too.
Yes,
because in No Way Home, that's not...
Yeah,
I don't think...
No, you're right. Yeah, I literally just rewatched this movie like 30 minutes ago. No, yeah. Okay, I wasn't crazy. Yeah, Spider-Man 2, because it opens with the mural of Tony Stark. That's the whole arc with Mysterio's that because Tony's dead, he gets the Tony tech. Yeah. Yeah, that's the whole point of that movie. So we don't see Tony Stark.
What's after Civil War?
It's
Thor Ragnarok. Obviously?
Yeah, it was like Thor Ragnarok, Black Panther, Guardians 2. It was like 4 or 5 really good movies.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's like two. But
Because when we pick up with Iron Man, he's with Pepper and
yeah, the next time we see any of the main characters, Thor, Iron Man, or Captain America, well, we see
Not
Thor,
Thor,
not
yeah.
Thor, Iron Man or Captain America or Black Widow or Hawkeye, or is Avengers. That's the next time we see any of those.
we see Hulk and Thor and Loki in
Ragnarok,
Ragnarok.
and that's about it. Black Panther gets his movie. Spider-Man
Black Panther gets his movie.
So no, I guess we do. I guess Homecoming does take place
comes
after Civil War. So that's we see Iron Man in that.
Yeah.
But we don't see Captain America or Sam or any of those guys till Infinity War.
Because we don't see any of the people that are on Cap's side.
No, we don't. Because they're all in prison or on the run. Yeah. Yeah, right. We see some of the Iron Man people, but wait, that's it.
It's freaking great.
The MCU.
What's so great? Here's what's
The first three phases they really nailed it.
Here's what's awesome. Like, it's our Star Wars.
It is.
Right? It's our modern day.
It's our
legend.
Right? It's our Star Wars.
But
our
it's
Harry
like
Potter.
to an insane level.
It's on a different level than Star Wars and Harry Potter and all these giant franchises.
It's like, Star Wars, it's like 3 movies and then 3 movies. You have your 6 movies. And at the time, especially with the original trilogy, it's like, this is just mind-blowing. It's game-changing. It's movie theaters packed. People go in movies multiple times to see it. Big twists and all that.
Yeah.
And then freaking our freaking
it is 3 seasons of a TV show.
It's 10 years, right?
10 years, 20-something
movies that connect, intertwine, and there's not a single, like, a dud.
There's a few duds.
Well, it depends on what I guess you define a dud.
But still, compared to relatively,
but every one of them matter.
Everything
every one
matters.
Of them you want to watch.
Even when
you're going through it,
even Thor 2 matters.
There's not one that's like, I don't want to watch that. I mean, me and Sarah are gonna skip over a couple. Like, we didn't. I mean, I would have watched Incredible Hulk, but she's like, whatever. And I'm like, I don't really need to watch Incredible Hulk. It's probably one of the ones.
It's better than you think.
Oh, I've rewatched it and I have no. To me, it's right. It's not a stinker, or anything. And you get Hulk and you get Abomination, you get Ross, and all those things.
Yeah.
And then
doesn't they recast him?
I mean,
he gets one movie and he's gone because he was an asshole.
Well, and Mark Ruffalo's great. I'm glad Mark Ruffalo.
Well, it worked out, but it's just the story of why he got fired is so funny.
That's funny
because he was trying to direct the movie. He changed. So Edward Norton, they had the script, and he did so much improv and got in so many fights with the director. He rewrote half the script as they were filming, and was such a pain in the ass to work with that they fired him.
They're like, you know what? The big green guy is the part that matters. So
yeah,
dude, freaking and Mark Ruffalo's. I like Mark Ruffalo.
He's good.
A lot.
He's a better Avengers Hulk.
And then, and the other, I guess, change is War Machine.
Yeah, War Machine also.
I think either of them would have been good. I think.
No, they worked out better.
But I like Don Cheadle or whatever his name is
they're better. The recasts are better for at least in the team dynamics.
Yeah.
I can't say much to the character.
I mean, in the Iron Man movies, I was like, they feel like the same character.
They do.
It's cool.
Yeah.
Like, it's not a recast. It's like what?
Yeah, exactly.
I'm trying to think of what else about Phase 1, what I've noticed, but I mean, it just
is. It's on a different
we will
level.
always get to watch them. It's like, hey,
we have them forever.
We have this stuff. We will always get to watch a full, complete story. No last season that sucks. Yep. No Game of Thrones let down. It's straight up from beginning to end.
Instead, we just have
satisfying experience.
Yes.
And then you get a bunch of bonus features, which is what we're living now.
Yeah, and now we're in the bonus feature era, which is the Game of Thrones last season.
Yeah.
But again, they're fixing it.
And they're still making it do things.
They still make some stuff that's very good.
But nothing can touch the fact that we had
nothing can touch those
Iron Man 1 to Endgame. Nothing can touch it.
Nothing can. Like, truly.
And what's cool is you can have your own watches. Like what you're doing with rewatching the Spider-Man movies.
You notice different things different times.
And then you can go back and watch all the Iron Man or go back and watch all the Captain America movies.
Yeah, like I binged all 3 caps for the for 4th of July because I was like, why not? I hadn't watched
and it's a satisfying experience.
And it's satisfying, yeah.
As long as you know some of the build up and changes that happen between the movies, but
yeah,
mean, it's gonna be so good. So is the after Avengers? It's Iron Man 3, and then is it Winter Soldier?
Sounds right. I think so.
Because I'm excited to watch.
Winter Soldier is decent.
Some people freaking love that movie.
I've never been on that train. It, I think, has the best action in the MCU. I agree with that. For me, Civil War is
because that's the big Shield Hydra kind of resolution.
For me, the third act.
I mean, obviously, Shield 6.
For me, the third act, it doesn't fall apart like some of the other movies it does, but it's not as interesting.
Okay.
It has the Shang-Chi problem, but not as bad as Shang-Chi, right? Where the third act jumps up in scale so much, so rapidly, it kind of takes you out of it.
Gotcha.
But it doesn't have the bad CG problems of all those movies. But it's like Civil War is just better, in my opinion.
Well, I mean, I remember, dude, freaking
like after rewatching both of them,
the
Civil
airport
War is
fight,
definitively better.
And the fact that in Civil War you get the freaking airport fight, which is just like awesome, and you get giant Ant-Man.
Civil War has some of the best action too.
You get freaking giant Ant-Man, and you get Spider-Man.
Yep.
Showing up along with all the just other stuff,
all the great fighting, and then you get the final fight.
And then you get the big Kahuna,
which is not only extremely
cool.
It's not only just extremely well choreographed, but emotionally it means it has so much weight behind it.
Because at this point, they're now cool with each other because they think they're after the same villain or whatever.
Tony finally realizes that, right? It's like that's the twist, right? Tony is no longer going after Bucky. But then he finds out Bucky killed his parents, and then that Steve knew about it. And it's like, okay, cool, I don't care anymore.
Yeah. And they just freaking hash it out. They're like, frick it. And I mean, Iron Man's like, well, no. Doesn't he say something like, no, I'm going to have to, whatever, do something? Like,
probably.
Like, it's like, like they're cool, and they're all going in because they're going after freaking Zemo or whatever, right? And then he reveals the secrets. And then you get the iconic.
They recreate comic
freaking the shield and the
that's what I think. I think it's one of the first movies. I mean, maybe it happened before then. I didn't know. You probably. I mean, there are iconic shots, but like directly recreating comic covers and stuff, like they did in Spider-Man.
Yeah,
I think that's one of the first ones where they like this is super famous art. We're gonna have a slow-mo shot of this.
Yeah,
and it holds up.
It's just cool, man.
Mm-hmm.
Freaking Marvel. It will always be there.
And it will always be there. Endgame will always be there.
Yeah.
And then after Endgame, you can.
And even then, here's something I do think when I rewatch it, Endgame will be satisfying. I probably will be like I can recognize after like the initial shock of seeing Endgame, it's definitely not like the best. Mm-mm. It's not like it ends with the greatest movie in the MCU.
But it's still really solid.
But it's still really good.
It's still really good. It's not S tier, but it's like 8.
I mean, really, the entirety of the MCU sets up Infinity War.
Yes.
And then Endgame is
a wrap-up.
Is an epilogue of Infinity War.
Yes.
Or, a part 2.
Yeah.
And Infinity War is really the big kahuna that needed to be paid off.
And Infinity War, I think, is top 3.
That's exactly how it had to go.
That's the best. That's one of the best, if not the best.
And you have all these different storylines, and they're all just interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I mean, I can't wait to see our characters again. I can't wait to see it. That's why I'm excited in Doomsday to see Thor.
Yeah.
And hopefully, like, a better version of... I mean, he's going to be like Thor Ragnarok Thor.
No, he's not. He's going to be like Endgame Thor.
That's what I mean. He's going to be like...
The Russos yes, the Russos clearly... I will say this. The Russos are the best... If we're going to get a Thor 4, I want it to be directed by them.
Yeah.
Thor has been very iffy from the very beginning for me.
Yeah.
But his best stuff... A lot of people love Ragnarok. I don't like that movie.
Okay.
Let me rephrase. I like it. I don't love it.
Okay.
The comedy is a bit too much sometimes, but not as bad as Thor 4. However, the best Thor stuff is in the Avengers movies with the Russos.
Yeah.
Infinity War and Endgame have the best Thor.
What other movies did the Russo brothers do?
They did Cap 2, 3, and then all the Avengers movies past. So Russos did Cap 2, Cap 3, Avengers 4, 5.
Gotcha.
Or sorry, Avengers 3, 4.
Yeah.
And those movies have the best Thor,
mm-hmm.
including the Fat Thor. The characterization of Fat Thor when he goes back and visits his mother is some of the best. some of the best Thor stuff.
Mm-hmm.
It just is
Emotional. And
I'm
glad he's not fat anymore.
Even in Infinity War, the costumes they give him the coolest look. They're the ones to shave his head. They're the ones to have the.
Oh, he's the freaking coolest.
He has the
man.
coolest suit. He has the best.
When he goes and creates Stormbreaker, it's like, oh yeah.
Yeah, he has the best weapon. He has the best suit. He has the best characterization. He has the best action of all the Thors. He's serious, but not overly serious like he is in some of the like he is in the first Thor and the Avengers. Sometimes it's a little too serious.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, which the rumor is they still might be making another Thor movie. They might be doing the set in Viking times Thor. There's been talks
like
about
a prequel,
like a prequel set in 1400s Vikings, which would be really which would be really cool.
Yeah.
I don't know if they're and it would,
well,
it would be
his
rated R.
daughter's going to be relevant.
Yeah, his daughter. They're going to make love relevant, which I didn't like that. I didn't like that beat in Thor 4, but if it paid off well, I'll be okay with it.
Because like she's like referenced in the Thor specific trailer, right?
Yeah. Well, it feels like they're collecting kids like they are Infinity Stones, which is what I still think.
Doom's gonna be collecting kids.
Yeah, I think there's gonna be. I still think they're gonna tie it into the Infinity Stones somehow. Like they said, the energy never disappeared. I think it's gonna be. I still think it's gonna be some version of 6 people representing the 6 Infinity Stones. I don't. It may not be that exactly, but it's definitely going to be he's collecting reality warpers, right? He's taking, because the way that I see
trying to harness their power or whatever.
Well, yeah, like in order to remake Battleworld, you got to have all the elements of the universe, right? You have Wanda, you have Loki, you have Franklin Richards, you have Sentry. So that's green, red, blue, yellow. Purple would be love. Power's the one that. The only thing where my theory falls apart is the Power Stone and the Soul Stone. But you could say the Soul Stone is Captain America related. You could say the Power Stone is Thor related. There's an easy way around. But either way, it's Steve's kid, it's Thor's kid, it's Iron Man's kid, it's who else? Fantastic Four kid. Who all have it's going to be Wanda's kids, probably. All these people who have the ability to rewrite the universe.
Yeah. Let's freaking go.
Let's go.
I can't wait to see what they do.
Again, if it's good, I will take back my words.
Probably the biggest mysteries I have is how are you going to explain Robert Downey Jr.'s Doom?
I don't think they're going to explain it.
I just think he's going to be a Tony Stark from a different
I don't
universe.
think so. I think I used to think that.
Do you think we'll see his face?
No. Hey.
Hey.
Well, we can edit that out.
No, it's all right. Hey,
Eddie, but buddy, no. I originally thought he was gonna be an Iron Man variant, but then the more they release the trailers, it seems like they're just fully committing.
Because I mean, at least early in the movie, they're not gonna know it's.
I think they're gonna play it up that he looks like Iron Man. They're not gonna say he doesn't. But I do think he's just going to be Doom.
Unless they completely do something to his face. Yeah, that's a big mystery I'm curious about. And then the other big one is... Like, I wonder how Captain America...
Yeah.
Like, where...
It makes sense logically. Like, if you think about it, like, oh, he traveled back in time and broke the universe with his, doing his thing.
Yeah.
Makes sense if there's going to be an incursion that triggers the MCU's decline. It's that.
Yeah.
But, so we'll see. It's going to be interesting. I'm not ruling anything out. I no longer do that. Like if a movie's good, I'll take my words back. But
I mean, no matter what, there's going to be a hype for it, and there's going to be a What are they going to do?
And at least I'll say this: coming off of Spider-Man is the closest the MCU's ever been to back.
Yep.
So if there's ever been a chance for Doomsday to make money.
Yeah. But let's go. Let's do it. Super exciting.